Whew, that was a good one. So, I am not sure how this is gonna go, or if I even like it. Let me actually bump the gain up. There we go. That's better, I think. Right? I'm just gonna kind of ramble. I'm still way too quiet. I need to bring it. Welcome. This is Cole from Drive Check, a Card Fight Vanguard podcast, and now Perfect Guard, which you can find anywhere that you find your podcast. Just search for Perfect Guard Podcast. It's a competitive version, well, a more competitive focused version of Drive Check, I guess, that I do with my buddy Andy. Anyway, normally I don't care about premium. Like, I have a couple premium decks, but I don't play it. People around me don't really play it. But with the ban list that just happened, there's a lot of interesting things I could do now. So I'm just going to kind of ramble for a little bit. I'll cut it up, I think, later. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, but we're going to try to make Mike the Shipwright work again. It probably won't, which is a slight problem. But we're going to try. So, first things first, the best idea that I have for it, I think we're going to run Cocytus. Why do I think Cocytus? Let me read him. So, basically, I just want his act skill. The continuous is what... shoot. Actually. Yeah, no, I want the act skill, because what I want is I want to be able to call a bunch of Mike the Shipwrights, like, no matter what. And his act skill is once per turn, counterblast 1, mill 4, and then call up to the number of grade 3 cards in your soul plus 2 from your drop to your rearguard circle. So basically, even if he's my first ride target, I get to call 3 cards, and I'm milling 4 to do that, so I have a higher chance of finding what I need, which is pretty nice. It's not bad at all. Yeah, so I think this is probably my best bet in order to get a bunch of Mike the Shipwrights out. So I'm kind of just looking through all my other... Well, actually, first things first. If anyone doesn't know what Mike the Shipwright does, this is Mike the Shipwright. And Mike the Shipwright says that you can have up to 16 of them in your deck, which you never want 16 because that's a trap. But basically, on the Vanguard or Rearguard circle, you can choose another Mike the Shipwright, put it into your soul, and then this guy gets the power equal to that unit's power. So basically, it doubles itself, basically, is what it's going to do. So it's going to take... well, there's a lot of things that we can do to pump him up. So, for example, I don't have Protect 2 here, but just imagine that this is a Protect 2. So, that would give him an extra 5k, because it's not whatever his base power is. So, this is a 10k now. And then, if we have a Mix the Ghosty, give him an extra 10, then that becomes a 20. So then if I have multiple copies of him, which, I don't know, pretend that these are multiple copies, right? This guy can suck this one into the soul, and then now he becomes 40k. And then this guy can suck, he can suck this guy into the soul, and now he becomes 80k. So basically the whole game is to kind of just try to I will overextend because I like making the biggest number possible. But the objective is to get Mike the Shipwright to really annoying levels, which is going to be really fun. It's going to be really fun. So, first things first, I got to pick the Vanguard that I want to be on. So we're choosing Cocytus. I could do Zorga, I guess, but Zorga is so reliant on the orders that you have to run, and I don't want to run orders and Mike the Shipwrights, because then I really just have nothing else. And then the orders that Zorga, requires me to run just aren't that great. So, at least in premium. They're not great in premium. So, the engine is Mike the Shipwrights and Mike the Ghostian family. So, let's get those out. Okay. So, we got Mike the Shipwrights out, and then I got 4 Mike the Ghostian family. So I know that 5 mics work very well. Anything more than that gets a little cluttered, and anything less than that, and I'm kind of just struggling to find an optimal amount of pieces, basically. So I like 5 a lot. So 5's what we're going to start with. And that might change with the new list. And then we're going to start with 4 of Mike the Ghost Name family. Just because he's incredibly versatile. He's also a defensive option, too. There are plays you can do with Negro Lily in order to make it more defensive. In order, it gives you your Vanguard 10k power for the end of the turn. Is it turn or is it battle? End of the turn. So it's like a permanent trigger, basically. So my dog is whining. Hopefully all the background noise isn't too bad. There's a lot that we can do with Mike the Ghosty, and actually stands. It's not a bad idea, because if we can restand Mike the Shipwright, that would be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool. So that's kind of like the meat and potatoes right there. That's the combo. And now we need to get like just generic goodie cards. I need to get more Greed Shades, and that is not the deck that I thought it was. Where? Don't look at me like that. I'm recording you. Alright, so yeah, I mean, don't mind these being in actual sleeves. Not that big of a deal, because they'll be in different sleeves, and it's fine. Don't worry about it. So we're going to start with 3 Greed and 3 Columbards. Or, not, sorry, 4 Greeds and 4 Columbards. There we go. And I feel like that's pretty good to start with. And when I play with it more, I can kind of see if I can drop Greed Shades. Because honestly, I'm okay dropping Greed Shades, because I have a lot of ways to call it. So, not that big of a deal to me if I have to drop it. I'm already going to auto-include, because by the time I actually get around to playtesting this and whatnot, Clan Collection, that's what it is. Clan Collection will be out. And because Clan Collection will be out, I'll have access to Sea Strolling Banshee, and also the Heal Guardian, Sea Cruising Banshee. So I'm going to auto-include those as well. I should include the Overtrigger, is what I should do. And I think I will. Because if I check it, I can give the extra crit and the extra power to Mike the Shipwright, which would be really cool. Because I'm assuming I'm going to run Bless Favor, I think? The Stoichea one. That's what we're probably going to do. So now I need a couple more. I need more grade 1s. What other grade 1 am I going to run? What other grade 1s does Premium Grand Blue run? Oh my God, I have just so much. Oh, Negro Bones. I should run Negro Bones. That's what I should run. Some Chappies, probably. Ripple Banshee, maybe. Because once I get... Sorry. I started doing this, eating this, and then I had the idea for this. And then I wanted to get it done as soon as possible. But I'm going to have a lot of mics in the soul, and I need ways to get them out. Which, what I was using before was I was using Gouache, because Gouache would let me soul blast up to 5, I think, and then I can call that many, so I can kind of like recycle it that way. So I'm probably still going to include Gouache, but I need other ways to use soul. So Ripple Banshee's a pretty good choice. So I'm going to kind of go through and see what other things would be good for that. Tier would be really good, because Rain Elemental Tier, 1 place Soul Blast 2, choose a card from your damage zone for each face-up Cray Elemental in your G zone, and turn them face-up. Because he's a Cray Elemental, he can be played in anything. And I do run Cray Elemental G Guardians, so I can flip those up with like Negronora or something like that. So that's definitely an option. Cannoneer might be like a one of maybe. Beatrice would be really good. Beatrice will use my soul. That's what she'll do. Oh, you guys can't see it, but all the nostalgia with this card. I miss it so much. Got Dolph the Ghosty, Skull Dragons. I thought about running the vanilla engine. So like with no arc, and then with the lightning guy, grade 3, Crane Elemental, Barrigan, but I decided against it. So, because I feel like it's just it's trying to do too many things, and it just wouldn't be worth it. And it's kind of boring. So, yeah, it's not there. Oh, but what other triggers should I run? I think maybe those. I'm always conflicted on those guys. Also, Skull Dragon. That would be good. That would be good. We're not gonna run these heals, so we don't need them. Anything else? For crits? No, I could probably run better. So I kind of compiled other like interesting generic cards here from like G and V. Now we're gonna kind of go through all the Stoic Chaos stuff. See if there's anything that piques my interest, basically. Actually, Coffin Shooter does. No, it's Bind in Order. Never mind. Shield Fisher, maybe. That's a maybe. Fleet Swallower, I'd love. Regurgitation? Never mind. It's too restrictive. Yeah, I don't think there's anything really of my extras. I don't really want to take Zorga apart. Well, there is Agony, but I'm going to mill forward to call 1. It doesn't seem very good when I can just use Cocytus as a skill. Maybe Tearful Malice, but again, I don't really want to lose my cards, so no, I don't think there's anything really that I want to do there. A lot of cards going by. I also don't think that there's, because I don't want this deck to multi-attack more than it actually, like it already would. That makes any sense? So, I'm not trying to get as many like small attacks in as possible. I just want to get a couple really big threatening attacks. So, actually, King Serpent might be... Well, King Serpent's good for combos, and like I said, I'm not doing combos, and I should have plenty of soul. So maybe not. I don't think there's really anything else that I want to run. Maybe some Dancing Cutlasses, like the original Dancing Cutlasses. That whole engine I used to use, which I did kind of like a lot. Maybe I probably would do that. So we'll use one Dancing... one... excuse me. One OG Dancing Cutlass. And I'll probably throw in 3 of the new ones. Also, let me just get this out while I'm thinking about it. Spoiler alert. People have been playing him, so we'll see if I actually need him. I've got some space to... Actually, while we're in here, and I know that I need to get it, let me get the gouaches out. Do I have Negro Lilies? Because while we're here... I mean, I should. Obviously. I'm going to get another Negro Lily, I think. Because it would be rad to have another one. Alright. Anything else real quick? I forgot there was a Cocytus Stride. I don't think people play it. I might. No, I've already got 2 Bad Bounties. Plus, I really got to sit down and think how I want Bad Bounty to work. Like, if it's even really going to be viable for what I want to do. So just real quick, I'm going through everything again. See if there's anything else that meets what I want to do. I don't think so. Yeah, no. Nothing else. Okay. So, let's go get those OG... Not those OG, those V cutlasses. And then we're going to start putting stuff together. Oh, wait, I could Alchemagic with these cards, now that I think about it. I realized, and I apologize, but y'all can't see what I'm going through. Literally and figuratively. Just kind of like move everything up here. Normally I'm better about building decks, but I'm kind of really tight on space. So this is all my V era Grand Blue. And I was kind of like going through some of these orders and stuff just to see if there's anything that's worth running. And honestly, probably not. Probably not. Negro Laser requires a grade 0, but I can get Mick out with that for free. So let's just throw them in there. Probably not going to use them ever, and they might just go right back. But you're there. Maybe Ruin Shades. Maybe Boha. 100 attacks. Your Vanguard's grade 3 or greater. Put the top card of your deck and mill 1. He gets 10k until the end of the battle, and at the end of the battle, retire it. It's not bad. Oh yeah, here's the cutlass. Cutlass size 1, 2, 3. So, I don't know if anyone is new to this combo or whatever, but these are both Dancing Cutlass. They have the same name, right? Sorry. These are different cards, but they're both considered Dancing Cutlass. I got it closer. So this one says, in the drop zone, you can bind another Dancing Cutlass, and then call this, and then countercharge 1. Mill 1, call it, countercharge 1. This still counts as it. So I can use his ability, maybe like call over it too, whatever I gotta do. But he can Soul Blast 1, Soul Blast 2, draw me cards, so I can get the mics back into the drop, and then I can later on reuse it with this to countercharge 1 and get another body on the board. So there's that. Oh, I forgot there was a V Night Storm. Oh, that's so sad. Yikes. Oof. That's not great. Not good at all. Pat the Ghosty. You can't see it, but Pat the Ghosty down there. Missed that guy. He did a lot for us. There's my OR Ruin Shape. I thought I should have some regular. Are they in a different deck? Shoot. Might be in a different deck. Well, I wanted to try 2 of her. Parliament Shade, Soul Blast 3 grade 3s. Retire all of your opponent's rear guards, and if your drop has 15 or more, call 5 from the drop, and all of them get plus 10k. That will never happen. That will literally never happen. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else that I want to use. I thought about Forebode Ghost Ship, though. But no. Scare Dick. 30 or more, discard all cards in hand, gets 30k, plus 1 crit. No, I don't think so. Negro Breach, though. Soul Blast 2, or Counterblast 2. Call it Vanguard Circle. If Vanguard's grade 2 or greater, and it was not placed this turn, you can write it instead. I love that card. It's pretty solid. Then we have Night Rose down here, but it doesn't matter because this is not a Night Rose build. Alright, I think we're just going to put together with what we have. We have a lot, let's be honest. Okay. God, this is such a mess. It's so chaotic. I apologize. Everyone out there, I'm not normally like this. Just like my friends and family to know, I'm usually more organized. Crobat V's jumping off. I just have too much stuff on this desk. Alright. I'm gonna organize these and I'll be right back. Okay. This might be a little embarrassing, but I just had the thought. I'm not done organizing, but if I'm allowing myself to use the stuff from Clan Collection that comes out in November, right? Like Sea Strolling Banshee over here, or Sea Cruising Banshee, why can't I use Pinot Gris or Pinot Noir and Pinot Blanc? Right? So let me read Pinot Noir's first ability. Auto on the continuous on the Vanguard Circle. During your turn, all of your front row units get power plus 5k for every 3 trigger units in your drop zone. So, if I have even just 3 triggers in my drop zone, and I have a Mike the Shipwright on a Protect 2 with a Mick, so that's 5, 10, 20, 25. So 25 times 2 is 50. So it becomes a 15k grade 1 attacker. And even if I didn't have it on Protect 1, or sorry, if I had Protect 1 instead of Protect 2, that would be 20, so it'd be right back where we were. And so the more triggers that I have in my drop zone, the stronger Mike would get. But it would actually get more because it would double its current power, but then after it doubles it, it would get that power increase again. So let's say that, yeah, like I had 3 triggers in my drop zone, and I had, oh my god, okay, this is interesting. So Pinot Noir and a Mike. Let's just not be on Protect 1, or let's be on Protect 1 for this instance. Okay, so I have 3. This is my drop. I have 3 in my drop. 3 triggers in my drop. Okay, so then we go ahead and we use Mick onto this. So this would give him 5k. So he becomes a 10. And then this would give him another 10. So then this will just be what his current power is then. That'll be 20. And then it'll be that'll go back into the deck, whatever. And then we'll use his ability to shove another Mike in there. Then his power is going to be doubled. So it was 40 at the time. But now he'll get another 5k because I have 3 in the drop zone. So then I could double it again. So then that would be 90, but it'd actually be 95 if I did it again, which is a lot. So I think, while Cocytus was a nice idea, I think I'll probably still include like 1, maybe 2. Because early game being set up would be really nice. This would be really good with Bad Bounty, actually. So, Bad Bounty, beginning of the battle that attacked, counter +1, discard 3 from your hand, put this at the end of the battle, sorry. Put it into your G zone face up and ride up to 1 grade 3 from your drop zone as stand. Okay, so if we did that, and we ride Pinot Noir from the drop zone. He also has another ability, auto once per turn, when Blanc is placed. And I gotta read Blanc real quick again. So Blanc says that when you're on Vanguard Circle attacks, kind of +1 or entire rearguard, draw a card, call it to the front row. Ooh, and then she's got shield too. Right. The more I think about this, the more I think that these guys would really work with Mike. So we're just gonna move away from Cocytus then, and we're gonna move towards the Pinots. The Pinots. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. Sorry, that idea just came to me, and then the juices are flowing, so when I kind of talk it out, hopefully I wasn't rambling too much, but I have a general idea, and we'll see. I'll show you what my idea lineup is gonna be, I think. So I'll be back again. Sorry, but we'll be back. Probably it's gonna be weird. Probably not gonna run Skull Dragon. I know, but we're gonna keep going through. Okay, so I had another thought. We're just not gonna run Cocytus at all. I just don't think it's gonna be worth it compared to what we can do with Noir, and then a couple of Beatrice. So I don't need these Skull Dragons, because Skull Dragon just probably isn't going to do it for us. Well, you know what? No, I'm going to leave one in for now. We'll just kind of see how that goes, but I think that's fine. Worst case scenario, he's pitch fodder to Stride. Served his job, and then he gets better late game if I have to. So that would work. All right, so this is where things are going to get a little weird. Staples. If we're running Pinot Noir, then I really need to run Pinot Blanc. And then there's Greed Shade, and then there's Columbard. So that's 12 cards right there. 12 grade 2s. It's a lot. This is going to be my main ride target. This is not a terrible ride target, actually, because I can Soul Blast it, which the deck is going to Soul Blast. So that's not terrible. Greed Shade, though. As good of a card as he is and how much I really, really enjoy him, probably not going to need him at full capacity. So we'll just keep that in mind. The next thing that we have are a couple of different options that we could run. Different tech options. So here's Ruin Shade. Ruin Shade on attack, Vanguard or Rearguard, mill 2, gain 4k power. Pretty good. And then if I have 10 or more, it gets another 4k. So it can become, 17? Which is fine. It's pretty good. But I don't think there's room, and I don't think I'm really going to care. Well, I am going to care about milling, though. That's the thing. I don't really have any other milling options besides Greed Shade. And, well, actually, Pinot Noir does mill a little bit. Let's see. Any other grade 1s mill? I don't think that they do, because I'm not running Navigator right now. I'm not thinking about running Navigator. Sea Strolling Banshee would. No, okay, yeah, no, we're not gonna turbo. I have an idea. Okay. Alright, as much as I really like Ruin Shade, I just probably isn't gonna be room. But she's gonna be a maybe. She'll be a maybe. So we'll kind of set her aside. And we'll keep her like in the deck box, and just after we play a couple games, see what works or what doesn't. I like that this is free. There's no cost, just one place. Call a grade 0 from your drop zone to the rearguard circle, so I can call more mix out, which would be nice. But if I'm calling grade 0s out, it isn't really going to do anything for me. So probably just a straight up no. So I'm going to put him with Cocytus. I like that card a lot, though. It's not as good as the original Negrolese, but you know, what are you gonna do? Ghost Ship, super good. I love that card. Becomes a bit of a beater, and then retires himself and draws a card. So he frees up space, which is nice. And then he can draw a card. So that's something. Jesse the Ghosty can gets a little stronger. Can call himself from the drop, and then he can also retire himself in countercharge. Mid-battle countercharge might be really nice. And then we have Skeleton Cannoneer that straight up just murks something for a counterblast and then draws a card. Those are all maybes. Those are my go-to techs for Grand Blue in the grade 2 slot. So I'm not sure. Right now I'm just going to kind of keep with the bells and the blonde, not the bell. Yeah, the bells, the shades, and the Columbards for now. But I'm going to always think of those cards. So I'm going to kind of keep it up there. All right, now the grade 1s. Okay, so this is another really weird situation where I kind of want to run the max copies. It's hard for me because in Premium Grand Blue is usually like a toolbox. But we're not toolboxing. We have a very specific goal that we want to use. So I need max copies of pretty much everything that I can get. So it's really weird to me. I want to run 5 mics right now. I also want to run 4 Sea Strolling Banshees because she's my grade 1 ride target. and then I want dancing cutlasses. I want the dancing cutlasses mainly for the counter charge, and also like to fill the board. I can fill the board up, and then if I'm running Jesse, I can get rid of them, or they can just stay and be like boosters, which is totally fine. So like there's a lot of utility for them, but these are probably going to be the first to go if I had to get rid of anything. Because I don't think I'm going to need to countercharge as bad as I think I do. But if I do, then I also have Tier. So Tier is also a really good option because I can Soul Blast, get my mics out, and then I can do stuff. I also could do Damien the Ghosty, but I can only do it if I have a Ghosty Vanguard. And then he's countercharged things the same thing as Jesse. The only Ghosties I have, I could be on Beatrice, or I can be on any of the Obadiahs, which is actually very doable, because they're all like good cards to be on if I had to be on any of them. So I'm not disappointed running that. We also have Ripple Banshee, which is pretty nice for drawing. I can Soul Blast something, draw a card. She gets a little extra power, but doesn't really matter. Then we have Negrobone. And Negrobone, this is the V-Era Negrobone. In the drop, I can discard a card from hand, put it at the bottom of the deck, call a grade 1 from my drop zone, or if I have 10 or more, I can call anything. So, I think I actually want to run max copies of him, so that I have the exact amount of mics that I need, actually. So, I think, and this is kind of weird, but I think I'm probably just, you see it right here, as we're building decks, just get rid of those. And then we're going to run 4 of these right now. I might bump it down to 3, like, for, cutting purposes, trimming, I should say. I think I still want to run a Tier, though, because I think that'll be very instrumental on recovery. And the thing that I'm like the most unsure about is what I want to do for Sentinels. So we could do the Rampage Shade route, the Crit Sentinels. We could do Gust Jins, which is very possible. I don't exactly want to. I think I might want to draw in here because I don't have a ton of mill. I have a couple select mills. I didn't even go over what Sea Strolling Banshee did. So, Sea Strolling Banshee. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked or boosted, so it doesn't even have to hit, just attack or boost. I can discard mill 2, and then if one or more was a trigger, I can retire her and then draw a card. So there's a lot of value with her, which is why I want to keep her at 4, because also when I ride, just search my deck for anything and mill it. 1 card. So that would be, it's my ride target, and then also, if I have to put it back to boost, it's super nice, super nice. I can build up my drop zone and add a little bit of pressure. So that's the thought process. But for Sentinels, I'm not sure. I think, because I run Negronora in my drop zone, I like having multiple different grades to help me guard with. Just because if there's something like a Silent Tom, or something that says that you can't guard with grade 1s from your hand, or whatever, or grade 1s can't be placed in the Guardian Circle from hand, or whatever. I have multiple different options to do it. I might still just go with the Gustjin, though, because space is tight. I don't think I have any regular not Ruin Shades, but Rampage Shades, now that I think about it. I might only have SPs. Oh, no, I don't. I have. We could do that. I think I'll probably just do a 2-2. Rampage and Gustjin, actually. I think that would be fine. But I'm going to put these over here as options. So, well, there you go. There are my two of my triggers. So, I think we're going to do that. I really want to play a Chappie. So, we're going to keep a Chappie there. Need to have 4 of the mix. Going to have 4 of the Heal Guardians. then the last 4, well, actually technically 3, because I'm gonna have to put Blessed Favor in. I need to figure out which one's more valuable. Grenache might be a really good option. I'm not sure. So he'll be over here. So we've got when it attacks, put it into the soul, draw a card, and give a Vanguard 10k power. Or Stride for free. I think I want the Stride for free, so now that I'm thinking about it. The extra power in the draw would be okay. It wouldn't be bad, but my Vanguard's not going to be the threat. My Vanguard is just supporting Mike the Shipwright. So I think this is what I'm going to do. But again, because these are options, we're going to keep them in the pile of text to try out. And real quick, we're going to count to see what our trigger things are going to be. Not a trigger, sorry. See what our deck count is right now, and then we'll go from there. 31 plus 12, 43 plus 7. So I need to trim 1 card. If I'm going to trim 1 card, let's go ahead and trim a Greed Shade or trim a Skull Dragon. Skull Dragon's not doing anything for me. Really, he's just an option for a big old beater. That's just going to be really threatening. Do I have ways to reuse him? Because Bad Bounty's not going to do it. I don't think... I could probably do something with Megiddo, maybe. But I don't think I want to do it. So, probably just going to drop the Skull Dragon. I know. I'm playing Grand Blue and I'm dropping the Skull Dragon. That feels really wrong. It does not feel good saying that. But yeah, so that's the main deck. So it's 49, including the 1 starter. So, what I could do, I could make this Grenache, like the G era Grenache. That way I still have it in my deck. Whatever, I don't really care about getting the quick shield or whatever. It's nice. Don't get me wrong, it's nice. But I'm kind of tight on space. So maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. We're going to swap these out. I know. But we're still going to keep the V series starter, in this case Captain Night Kid, because maybe I can find space to put Grenache in the main deck. Don't know. I live right next to a highway. I don't know if any of that's coming in or not, but it's very annoying. Alright, so that's the case. We'll do that. And I kind of really like where we're going with this. So now let's kind of move over to the G zone. Well, this stack is just a bunch of junk with different sleeves and whatnot. A lot of Kakita sleeves, because this used to be what I was using for the proxy play for the Pinots to show those off. Anyway, that's my starter, so that's out of the way. Okay, so realistically, these are my strides, and then these are my G Guardians. I have a lot of G Guardians, and I'm probably... I don't know if people still run Dismal, because the way to get around Castile was Dismal. For tier to really be effectful, worth the effect, I guess, whatever, I need to have 2 Cray Elementals flipped up. Choose a card from your G zone and turn it face up. So I could use that for Obadiah. Like, I could flip one of these up for Obadiah. Okay. But I do want to get another Lily in there, just because there are a lot of plays that can happen. I might drop Corpse Dragon down, but okay, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Corpse Dragon is going to become a maybe, and I have a maybe pile for strides as well. A tech pile for strides. So, I really want Grenache. I want to work with Grenache. I think Grenache is really only valuable with Mike the Shipwright. So again, Grenache says Soul Blast or Cannabus 1, Soul Blast 1, and choose a face down named himself from each zone turn face up. When placed on Vanguard, you can pay the cost, blah, blah, blah. Choose 5 cards from up to 5 from your soul. Send them to the drop, and then you can call up to the same number. And then they get 1,000 for every flip face up in my G zone. So I can get rid of them, call them out, and then they get a little bit stronger, and then I can keep going off of that. So I think actually probably just keeping it at 2 would be okay. I think that's probably fine. So how many cards do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. There we go. So I've seen people running this guy again because no one wants to give us Counterblast, especially on our grade 2 turn, because that's Columbard. And especially going into grade 3. But the new Heal Guardians kind of get rid of that because I can call them to the rearguard circle, retire them, and give myself damage, I think is how they work. I don't remember exactly, so let me actually reread that so I'm completely sure. When placed in the rearguard circle from hand, if your damage zone has 0 cards, put the top card of your deck into the damage zone. Gotcha. So that's what it does. So, but if I don't have her, or I don't have a way to like really capitalize off of that, I can set up my drop zone with Ghosty Great King Obadiah. So when placed, search your deck for 3 cards, put them in the drop zone. If 2 or more had the hollow ability that you chose to discard from your deck, you can choose 1 normal Ghosty unit from your drop zone and call it. So, do I have any normal Ghosty units actually? This would be where Damien would come in handy. I don't think I do actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Oh no, I have Chappie the Ghosty. I could call Chappie just to get a little bit of. Oh no, we have Beatrice too. That's right. It's for Beatrice. That's why. That's why people are running. It's for Beatrice because she's a normal Ghost unit, and Beatrice can Soul Blast 1 and call a card not named herself. So you can combo off with that. That makes sense now. You can still do stuff. Alright. So, anyway, that's the deck. I'm actually very excited to try this because it seems really stupid. And it also seems kind of streamlined too. So, big fan of that. Oh my goodness. I need water for sure. I should really have like a full face scene. But, anyway. Without further ado, I think I'm going to wrap it here. I don't know how long it's going to be. Jeez, an hour recording. I'm cutting out a lot of that. But this is a live deck building process. I don't do these often because I'm not great at deck building and I don't enjoy it that much. But I just kind of had the thought to see if I can make it work again. I have no idea how it's going to do against anything else. I don't really play premium. I don't know the meta. I don't think anyone really knows the meta. I don't know what's good. I don't really know what's good pre or post ban. But this is my first attempt. I'm going to get some games in later and I'll give you guys an update. But I think we're back with From Wrong to Right. If you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean. But yeah. See you guys later. All this stuff is in the doobly-doo. Do all that. And let me know if you like this video or not. See if I can do more of these like weird deck building thought processes. I don't know. I'm done. That's it. I'm done.